We just got the release of the preview for episode 7 of the Wheel of Time, and it looks really, really cool. This is where the show is going to start really shining, I think, and we start to see other characters that are supposed to be really important to the series and all of that. If you haven't seen it yet, go check out the preview. It's really awesome. I'm not really going to give book spoilers or anything like that. I'm going to save that for a video later on when there is no more Wheel of Time TV show stuff to be talking about, and I'll have to start coming up with Wheel of Time things to talk about on my Saturdays. It's so fast. It's crazy that we're almost done. Christmas Eve, we'll be finished with it. It's so sad, but it's been a great ride. I'm so excited that we have this, and I'm really excited what they're going to be doing. So now let's get into this actual preview. So first, we obviously see Fal Dara. It's sort of what I would expect something to look like in the Borderlands, near the Blight, and all of that. I also want to say in this like little dialogue part with Moraine, she's like, if you guys go to the Eye of the World, you will die if you're basically not the Dragon Reborn. I think this is like all chopped up to basically raise the stakes the way they edited it, but I don't think that's like actually exactly what she said. I think they cut it in a way to make it sound like that. I think maybe there's probably like a probably in there, like it's like highly likely that you guys will die if you go to the Eye of the World, but I don't know, maybe she does say exactly that and they still go, right? So it's like we could all just die right now. I don't know, it doesn't make much sense to me, that dialogue, but you know, whatever, that's fine. But it really raises the stakes of what's going on. Also, and then we get the Blood Snow. I'm not really going to get into this, but this is probably our cold open, and it's really interesting. I know what they're probably going to be doing as a book reader, so I'm not really going to give that out, but I'm really interested why they're showing it now rather than the last episode. I don't know, maybe that's like a part 1 and part 2. We're going to get a second part of the Blood Snow, or I hope, but it's probably not going to happen, but we'll get the prologue to the Eye of the World on the last episode for the cold open. Probably not going to happen. It would make a lot of sense if they did it that way, but yeah, no, that's probably not going to happen. But it's really cool. We get to see Aiel in the snow battling some people. I'm super excited. It looks really awesome. We also then, after that, we see Min, and it was really hard because Min is like one of my favorite characters, so I have a high standard for Min, especially in her personality and how she carries herself and her relationships with certain characters. This is a character I might have to give some grace on. I'm not sure. I'm thinking the actress is going to do a great job. It's just one of those characters, you know, that like you just got to get them right. I don't know, like Min's one of those characters for me that's really important. Even though Egwene and like Perrin and Lan and characters like that are like my favorite characters, it's easy to play them well. I think with Min, you got to get that personality exactly right for me. But I'm really excited for what the actress has to offer in her performance, and looking forward to seeing what she has. Also, the way that they portray the visions, I see people having maybe a problem with this because it's not exactly how it is in the books. Maybe they will do a little bit of that, but I like how they did it with Perrin, with like the face going the other way and we see the golden eyes like looking at her. I thought it was really cool. I thought it came across like pretty well. Maybe that's like not the only way that she sees visions, but they might have like the cloud in the air, and then or not cloud in the air, you could have like the visions happening above their heads and stuff like that. But yeah, that new character that we see, she sees visions. She looks at Perrin, his golden eyes, like his face like goes the other way while his face, it looks really cool, and I like the way that they portrayed that. So how I think we're going to play out, I think we're going to probably get the cold open of the Blood Snow for about like 5 to 8 minutes. Then we'll get like the first sort of half of the episode to be that, and then the ways. Then we'll be in Fal Dara for the rest of the episode, getting to know these new characters, who they are, then getting Ingtar to go up to Tarwin's Gap with them, and then they probably depart to the Eye of the World after that. So it's really exciting. I'm super excited to see where this goes. For people who are just show fans, I'm going to start getting into book spoilers, so click away now if you don't want to see that. I'm basically going to give what I think is going to happen in the last episode. We're going to get our journey to the Eye of the World, and all the stakes are going to be up. I think we're just going to see Ishamael. I think Ishamael is just going to be the last sort of villain that we see. I really wouldn't like to go the route that like sort of the books did, especially with all of the crazy stuff that happens, because you think that you're actually fighting the Dark One, and I think it'd be really cool if we really set up if we set up one of these Forsaken and made them sort of the main villain for the first like little bit of the books, because kind of Ishamael is that, and he's like, he is a big character throughout the entire series, especially the first little bit. So I think if they played into that more, I don't know where they're gonna go with it, but I know it's gonna be really cool. The last episode is probably gonna be mainly battle centered around probably Tarwin's Gap. I don't know if Rand is gonna actually use his powers or not, but it's gonna be really cool to see. What do you guys think is gonna happen on the last episode? Are you guys hyped for episode 7? I would love to hear from you guys. I'll be putting out my review as always for the episode and discussions on Saturday. This will probably come up Thursday when the episode is actually out, so I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the episode. Like and subscribe. I love talking Wheel of Time with you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.